Can you guys hear me now? In the chat if you can hear me now. Can you guys hear me now? Okay, yeah, you all can definitely hear me now. In the chat if you can hear me now. Can you guys hear me? Oh, I'm very sorry about that. Hi guys. Sorry, I was talking to myself for like that first 5-10 minutes. I thought y'all could hear me. How are we doing tonight? Welcome to the stream. So I wanted to do this stream tonight just to give you guys a little insight on what I'm doing. This is literally, you're seeing my day in the life right now. I just got back from the gym, went on a run, lifted, and I started the stream. This is my dinner right here, chicken with rice. I have something else cooking right here. It's a surprise. And I want to just talk to you guys, catch up about anything fragrance related, whether that be FragIQ, whether that be fragrance recommendations, whatever you guys want to talk about, I'm all for it. I am really excited to talk about FragIQ. If you guys have questions about FragIQ, I'm gonna say hi to everyone real quick in the chat. I have the chat right here, so if I'm looking down, I'm looking at what you guys are saying. What's up, Alshrek? What's up, Mr. No Name? What's up, Joshua? What's up, Blaze? What's up, BX? What's up, Irez? What's up, AIM? I think that's everyone. What's up, Austin? Let's see. What's up, Ollie? All right. How many days do I need to get a niche fragrance? I'm at 12 days. Also, what's the best minty citrus fragrance? What do you mean by days? And also, when it comes to minty citrus, like Pacific Chill, right here, I love. And then I would say Torino 21. My favorite JPG is, I would say, Ultramale. Not because it's right there, but actually it is my favorite. How do I balance running a business with work and life? It's definitely pretty hard, but since I'm in college right now, I have more freedom. I don't have to work like a full-time job. So I work a part-time job, just doing like, a job I don't really care about. And then I do this, I make content. Well, I just made content and did that job, but then now I want to start the business. I'm doing the business basically like as any time I possibly have to do it, I'm doing the business. Like it's basically all I'm working on, all I think about every day. Either that, making content, going to the gym, eating good food, because I'm trying to get in better shape. That's basically my life right now. And the best way I balance it is just like cutting out all distractions, like whether that be like, scrolling on TikTok all the time or just, making sure I'm surrounding myself with the right people that lift me up as well. That's the key. It smells like lime and eggshells, Pacific Chill. Really? Let's see. I can see how you could say it smells like lime, but I don't smell eggshells. 1 second, guys. I'm gonna grab the towels. What's up, Rorit? Trying to get a niche, get your first niche. What place do I recommend to buy it from? What place do I recommend? So I wouldn't say I can really recommend like one place because like there's a lot of different places you can buy niche from. Excuse me. I would say like, this is like, I'm not trying to like plugging FragIQ all the time, but these kind of questions when you guys ask me like, where do I recommend you guys buy your stuff from is literally why I'm built, like one of the reasons why I'm building it too. So every time someone asks that, I'll say, go to FragIQ and you can compare everything right there. All your options, one place. instead of opening a billion different discounter tabs, retailer tabs. Boom, just like that. This is a great question. Is the app gonna be free? So, FragIQ will always be free to use. When it launches, you will not have to pay for anything. You just get to use it. The founding members who first signed up, so like if you're a founding member now, you will be one of the first people to use FragIQ. Like no questions asked, you will get priority. The goal is we're gonna once the alpha is done, we're gonna go in waves, because if we just open it up and then a bunch of people flood the site, it's gonna probably crash. I wanna give it time to, ease it in, ease people in. So we'll probably start with like, the first 50 people that wanna be, testers, they get a code sent and they go in. Then we bring the next 100. Then if it's working well, really smoothly, then we'll get, the next 200. And then so on and so forth. So we're gonna do it in waves. And then once FragIQ is ultimately, the beta, or not the beta, I'm sorry, the alpha, once the alpha is ultimately, everyone's using it and we have all the founding members on there, the only thing that you're gonna have to do to use it is sign up to be a founding member and get a code to use it. Because I wanna be able to keep track of everyone that's, on there and your guys' feedback and stuff. And I want it to feel like you guys are part of it, not just someone who's using a website. But to answer your question, FragIQ will always be, there will always be a free version to use. I am thinking about potentially doing a premium version, but that's way down the line, but that would only be adding on what's already like amazing about it. The goal right now is to build an absolute amazing, free to use website that is completely unbiased, completely trustworthy, works really well, helps you guys out a ton. And then we're gonna move forward with anything that's gonna be, premium or stuff like that. Like you'll have to pay to actually use it. Never, that's never gonna happen. It's free to use. So that was a good question. Give it time to dry down. Smell it really close. I always just get like a really, really strong like minty note with it. I'm getting a niche, and by the way guys, if you're here, when I'm reading here, I'm reading the chat, so I'm not ignoring you guys. You're getting a niche, and you want one for winter. You already have vibrato, meteor, YSLY, YSL myself, La Mêlée Parfum. Okay, you want a niche. Maybe like Leighton, Altair, you can go PDM, Initio, Side Effect. I would say with like, it looks like your taste is more like, masculine. I would say maybe like Leighton could be a good niche, like a starter niche, if you've never had a niche before. Should you get Hawass Ice or Maro? I would say Hawass Ice, man. It's good stuff. What's up, Ultimate Boy? Sorry, I'm just trying to catch up here in the chat. Best affordable summer fragrance. There's a lot. Honestly, like one of my favorites is the dupe of Pacific Chill. Rayhan, Pacific Aura. W, bro, I'm so excited. Yes, sir, Prime. That is the goal with FragIQ. Will Ex Nihilo and Initio be in FragIQ? So with the alpha, this is another thing I want to explain to you guys. At first, I was thinking, oh, we're not going to be able to have like a bunch of fragrances in it, but I've had some development breakthroughs, and I'm realizing now that I could probably build some things much bigger, much better, and much faster within the next 2 to 3 months that can have like a lot more fragrances. It's just a matter of just working on it and building those skills. So the goal with the alpha is from now to like however long I need. I'm aiming, like I said, I don't know if you guys got the email that I sent out a couple days ago. The goal is to release the alpha either at the end of September, the beginning of October, around that range. If I can get it out earlier, like a good product earlier, then I absolutely will 100%. If I could get it out at the end of August, I would, but I don't think that's fully realistic expectations to give you guys. So we're aiming for, end of September. Latest I want it to come out is, mid-October. That's what I'm aiming for. So around Halloween, that's like the latest I would want it to come out. If I do have to, extend it out to like maybe the end of October into the beginning of November, mid-November, I might have to do that. I'm not saying that I definitely will have to do that. When I say I might have to, it's because I don't want to rush anything. I want you guys to have something released that is actually functional, works well. I don't want to just rush just because I want to, meet a date, meet a quota. So that's where I'm at with where it is. But the goal, yes, like to answer your question, sorry for the tangent. I want Ex Nihilo and what you said, Initio, to be on FragIQ 100%. Those are two very popular brands. The goal is to have every freaking fragrance to be on FragIQ. That's what, ultimately I would want. But is that, realistic from day one? Probably not. That's a lot of fragrances, because think about how many fragrances there are. So like we're gonna probably focus with the main popular brands first, like, Louis Vuitton, yeah, obviously, but there's not really that many places to buy LV from, because it's only really just from them. JPG, Leighton, like, PDM, Xerjoff, like those are the brands that are definitely gonna be added first. Initio, that kind of stuff. Let's see. Absolute Aphrodisiac, yeah, that's still one of my favorite fragrances, of course. That's still my favorite fragrance. The only problem is I live in Florida, so I don't really get to wear it as much as I'd like. Do I watch SpongeBob and Gravity Falls? And do you play Doors? And do you like Subway? And do you like monster trucks? And do I think I think all that's awesome. I do. It's a lot, but it's cool. When is it going to release? Like I said, I'd say between the end of September to the beginning of October, like that range there is the plan, is what I hope for and what I'm working towards. Commenting on your videos, commented for a niche fragrance for 12 days. The next time anyone gets a niche fragrance will definitely be for, I plan to do a founding member, well, not necessarily a founding member FragIQ alpha giveaway. When the alpha comes out, we're gonna do a giveaway. We're probably gonna give away a niche fragrance, so that'll be coming up in a couple months. You just ate a bar of soap, will my breath be better? I think science shows that soap is usually for the body, so it might mask the bad breath for a little bit, but also just don't do that, because that could be dangerous. Kids, even adults, Geraldo Scents does not promote or side with people who eat soap. That's bad, don't do it. You'll be back in a bit. All right, brother. You have Gene Low vibe. It's damn near close to Pacific Chill. Yeah, I have heard that. I don't have Gene Low, but I have heard like comparisons to Pacific Chill. I've heard a lot, like I've heard that compared to like a lot of stuff, but I feel like it's a good like hybrid fragrance. You got the email but forgot to sign up to be a tester. Don't worry, man. Like basically everyone that's a founding member is gonna, excuse me. Everyone that's a founding member, even if you said no, you will get an invite eventually, but the people that said yes will get prioritized. If you want, brother, honestly, send me an email to either my Geraldo Scents email or whatever email that I've been sending emails from about your founding member status, and I can maybe go in there and I can change that to you want to be a tester. I can do that for you if you'd like. Just make sure you send me an email about that. I'll get to it. Could you do something? You can show the promo codes. That is another kind of a facet that I want to add to FragIQ is like literally like, I mean, I have such a big vision for it, like beyond more than I can even explain right now for what FragIQ can become when it comes to, even when it just comes to the first, like, the base version of what we're doing here, of just, having all the listings in one place, the whole fragrance buying landscape in one place. Well, I want coupons and codes and all that like sort of stuff, like promo, all that stuff to be on FragIQ. Basically, like when I say whole buying landscape, I'm thinking of everything. Trust, dupes, promo codes, coupons, listings, shipping, condition, like there's so much freaking stuff. All of it I want to get on there. And that might just sound like a lazy way to answer that question, is like, oh, I want to do everything. But that is genuinely how I'm thinking, and that's how I'm coding it right now, is to make it so we have as much stuff on there as possible. We know have I tried? All right, I'll go here. Sorry, I'm going a two-head. What happened to the ultra niche fragrance series? So that series, I could continue it. I just got so focused on making the skit videos. I mean, you guys can tell I've gone really into making those skits. They're really fun to make, and I want to make content that I enjoy, because I feel like if I'm making content I enjoy, it reflects in what I post. Like, you guys can tell, like, okay, this is like something like, if I'm just like lazily making videos, it'll reflect, the energy will reflect. So I want to keep making content that I enjoy. I could definitely bring that back in like a certain way, because I have like 4 more like samples that I have here that we can smell. If you want, I have one that I can bring, we can smell at the end of the stream. It's a little one called Secretions Magnifique. Yeah, I have a sample of that. We can smell that on stream. Just a little fun thing we can do. But yeah, I might bring that back in a certain way. But like just day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, I kind of just felt like it was like too basic. So, have I tried Wild Rush? I have smelled it. Yeah, I wasn't like a big fan of it. It kind of just smelled like a niche Sauvage. But like, that might just be like, you know, not true to some people. What's the worst scent in my opinion? I don't like, let me think of one. There's a lot that I don't like. One off the Mind Games Playmate, I think it was. It smelled like spoiled coconut milk. And I've smelled spoiled coconut milk before, and it smells terrible. And then when I smelled that, it just brought me back to smelling spoiled coconut milk. So I really don't like that fragrance. I think it might just be the opening. It dried down a little bit better, but I was just like, this is not good. Sauvage Elixir is terrible. That's a fair take. It's very strong. That's really not one of my favorites either. I used to really like that when I first got into collecting, but I'm not really into it anymore. Highly recommend you try Surge Off Neorio Duran Orange Bottle. I'll check that out. I have not smelled that. Thank you for the recommendation. Have I seen the new Spider-Man movie? I wanted to see it tonight, and I still might see it tonight, even though it's kind of getting late with a couple of my friends, but as of right now, I have not seen it, but that could change tonight. Yeah, Prime, just send me an email, and I can definitely get that. Are there any benefits of being a tester / founder? 100%. So being a tester means that like you get to tell me stuff, and that can potentially change certain things about the website. So you have a hand in designing FragIQ in a way. And that's the same, the tester / founder, same sort of thing. And you're also gonna get priority to use FragIQ. If you're a tester / founder, you're gonna be the first person to use it. Sorry, I'm looking here. We got 3 likes. Make sure y'all drop a like on the stream. Should he get Prada Paradigm? I personally don't like Prada Paradigm too much, but I know a lot of people do. It's a nice like kind of hybrid scent. I remember I watched, y'all might know YK Sense on TikTok, his review of that, and he made me kind of like it a little bit more after I watched that. But when I first smelled it, I was like, it just smells like kind of just like a normal designer. Not too bad, not too good. 2 requests. Can you make the vids when you turn fragrances into food, and the one where your girlfriend rates your fragrances quietly? Okay, 2 conversations there. So when it comes to fragrance into food, I will definitely want to make those again soon. The thing about those videos is they're just extremely difficult to make, considering like, you know, I have to make the recipe, film it, all that stuff, cook it. And if like 3 or 4 months ago, it was easy to do it, but now that I'm working on FragIQ and I'm making these skit videos, like it's a lot. And then when it comes to girlfriend song rates my fragrances, I'm no longer with my girlfriend from those videos. So yeah, I can't really do it anymore. Yeah, we're no longer together. We broke up a couple months ago. So my focus now has just been FragIQ and making content solo. But you can expect more content with like friends. Some of my like really close friends, I definitely would like to make some content with. But yeah. Is Aura Fragrance a trusted website? Yes, sir. Aura is 100% trusted. I love Aura Fragrance. But the thing about FragIQ regarding Aura Fragrance, like, they like will basically FragIQ is gonna no one will be favorited in FragIQ, and that's another thing that a lot of people were asking or just mentioning is, oh, like, is FragIQ gonna like, you know, get paid to have someone higher on the ranking or whatever? No, not at all. Because if FragIQ does that, that instantly is gonna break trust. Like, none of you guys are gonna want to use it. FragIQ has to have an algorithm that ranks things based on just pure, cold, hard math and logic on why certain listings are just better listings. So that's the goal, is for it to be completely unbiased and cold. Like, no, oh yeah, I'll help you because you give us more money. No, not happening. Let's see. Do I have any other side hobbies besides perfumes? One of my bigger side hobbies that I have right now is boxing and Muay Thai. I've been doing that. I go every day. I box and I go to Muay Thai every single day. Usually about an hour I train at a nearby gym. And I've been getting really into it. It's mostly, you know, to stay fit, but I really do love going. It's really fun. Toss a lot in the food. Maybe last birthday cake would be fire. Latafa Kamara, what was it? Yeah, so I have not smelled a lot of the Latafas. So I cannot genuinely answer that question for you because I don't want to mislead you or say, oh yeah, I've smelled them. So, but I do hear that they're great. I will say that. I just haven't been able to get my hands on a lot of fragrance. A lot of y'all may not realize, like, honestly, I haven't smelled as nearly as many fragrances as other like influencers. Like, I'm sure there's other influencers that have smelled like so much more than I have. I'm only really able to smell what I can find in stores, and that's kind of limited. Like, basically, like, you know, most niche that's like super popular, like Xerjoff, Initio, Bond, Guerlain, PDM, Creed, brands like that. I can say Initio if I didn't mention them already. Put rankings on all the discounted website on FragIQ. Yeah, that's the goal. Everything ranked. Discounters, luxury retailers, everywhere you could buy the fragrance, even like straight from the source. It's like straight from the brand as well. You have a Hollister fragrance called Beach Bonfire, and it's such a sleeper. I have not smelled that. I haven't really smelled many Hollister fragrances. Have I tried the Hedonist by Ex Nihilo? I have not been able to get my hands, that's another thing. I haven't been able to get my hands on any Ex Nihilos. When I have been in store, one time I did find a store that had them, and like all the fucking tester bottles were empty, so that sucked. Yeah, no, Proud of Paradigm. I wouldn't say like don't buy. I would say smell it yourself and decide yourself. I won't tell you to buy it though, just because I'm not like super into it. But you might like it more than I do. What type of scent do you like? Oh, he's gonna help. All right, Prime's got you, Miles. Is FragIQ gonna cost money? This isn't a question I asked, he's got me answering. He's answering all the questions I already answered, but I'll answer it again. FragIQ will be free to use in the beginning. FragIQ is what they call freemium. Not necessarily that there's going to be, so freemium is free and premium. Premium is, that's way down the line. I'm not even thinking about premium right now, but that is something I want to add eventually. But the free version of FragIQ needs to be absolutely perfected and extremely useful. The premium would only just be like an even better elevated version of what FragIQ is. So there will never be a time where anyone has to ever be like, I have to pay like to use FragIQ. It will always be free for the user to use, no matter what. That'll never change. If you want to get the premium for, let's say, like $5 a month, when that comes out, you're 100% able to. But that's way down the line. That's not something we're even focused on right now. So we're just focused on making the best first free version of FragIQ possible. So I'm gonna go do something real quick. I'll be right back and answer this question. FragIQ will be available. So the plan is to make this available on a website, right? So we're not doing an app because apps are very expensive. We're gonna make it a website. Also, I feel like most of you guys probably shop for fragrances online on Safari. No one really is gonna go to an app to shop for fragrances. When you think of, I'm gonna go buy a fragrance, you think of, oh, I'm gonna go to the store and buy one. If you do buy, in person, or you're thinking, I'm gonna go on Safari or Google or whatever. So that's where we're gonna go, is on the websites. So you'll basically just type in FragIQ. Well, in the beginning, it'll be you go, actually, when the alpha comes out, you'll just go to the FragIQ early access site, and that's where you'll go to use FragIQ when it releases. And eventually, I want to get a new domain that just says fragiq.com, but that's currently taken right now, but it's not being used. If I can maybe get that, that would be great. Versace Hawass Ice is great for a date. 100%. If it's summer, yeah. One of my friends, he absolutely loves like all the Hawasses, and he said chicks dig whenever he wears it. So it's just very mass appealing, and just like it's hard to not like how it smells. Favorite angel share, I would say On the Rocks. Date night fragrance you should get. Your budget's $250. What do you think about that? What do y'all think of the meal, by the way? This is what I'm eating. It might not look like much, but it's got good protein. Nice and soaked up. For $250, you can probably get like most like good niche off of like maybe discounters. For a date night, I would say like, I'll just throw this out there. I was gonna say Absolute Ventus. I don't know, that just came to mind, but it's not really like, it could be a date night fragrance. I'll say Absolute Ventus. But when it comes to recommendations, when you guys say like, what should I buy? I really don't want you to buy what I say you should buy. I want you to, I'll give you some options and you go smell them yourself and then you buy them. Never blind buy. And one thing too, when a creator says he likes something, that doesn't mean you should also like it, and vice versa. If I say I like or I don't like something, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't like it either. Fragrances are subjective, my friends. Sorry that my girlfriend broke up with me. It's all good, man. It was, a mutual breakup. We both decided that we were going in different directions in life, and that does happen. And with couples, whether it be you're younger like us or maybe older, things change. And I wish her the best, and I enjoyed the time that we had together. That's that. But I'm happy. I'm looking forward to what I have ahead with everything that's going on. So I honestly couldn't be happier. No sad boy over here. Of course I was sad at one point. I'll admit that, but I'm good now.
Me now? Okay, yeah, you
Oops.
definitely.
I did not mean to do that. Yeah, it is a peak meal. Silver Mountain Water, Oud for Greatness, Aventus Cologne. All good. Heavy on Oud for Greatness. That's a nice oud scent right there. Have I tried Swiss Arabian? I have not. Sorry that I haven't smelled so much, guys. I wish I could just tell you everything, you know. Oh yeah, that's the best. But honestly, like, I'm like y'all. I know I'm a creator, but I'm also still exploring fragrances too. There's so many freaking fragrances to smell. But yeah. Quick recap. I mean, we've talked about a lot. Basically, Mega, I wanted to do this stream to talk to you guys about FragIQ, about whatever you guys want to talk about. But I mainly did it just so you guys can ask questions about FragIQ, because I do get a lot of questions about what's going on with it. And I wanted to give you all the opportunity to just, shoot away, ask whatever you want. I am all ears. That's basically what we're doing now. And we talked about how FragIQ, I would say highlights where FragIQ will be free to use from the beginning. And not from just from the beginning, just from then on, it'll be free to use. There won't be like any payment. There will always be a free version. And that we're aiming to release the alpha between either the beginning of September or like or the end of September, to mid to beginning of October. I agree, yeah, with Creed. Creed has a lot of just really good freshies. I'm not really super into their sweet stuff. I'm honestly not the biggest Greenlee guy. It's growing on me a little bit, but. Should I get green? All right, sorry, I already read that. I'm reading the wrong thing. Yo, what up, big dog? What's the cheapest place to buy Paco Rabanne Pour Homme? I think, well, I don't know actually. That's a good question. I'd have to do what FragIQ's trying to make it so y'all don't have to do anymore. Find, like, that question in 3 or 4 months when you ask me where's the cheapest place to buy Paco Rabanne Pour Homme, I'm gonna be like, go check FragIQ, and that's the question answered. That's the goal right now. But I will say definitely a discounter, but I can't 100% say where. Yeah, brother, yeah. It sucks to not be able to smell everything because I want to, but you find your favorites when you're not able to smell every single thing all the time. I like Percival. I use Percival more than Greenlee. I don't own Greenlee, so that was dumb to say, but I did have a sample of Greenlee. And sometimes I do use my samples more than my bottles if I really like the sample. But in the case of Percival, I've put a dent in my Percival bottle. Best winter and fall fragrance for the office. Like, I'm gonna keep glazing Layton, but I feel like Layton is just such a sick fall fragrance. You wanna know a good layer combo too, guys, that I've discovered through my friend Dawson? He's been on the channel a couple times. Y'all remember his face. Layton and Meteor I don't have with me. That's gas. And another really good combo, Imagination and Azzaro, the Most Wanted Parfum. You wouldn't really think of it, but the ginger notes in both fragrances smell insane together. It's like the best like fresh, sweet fragrance ever. The gingers just blend so well. Put that back here. Bro, my LeBeau EDP sample shattered literally yesterday when I was filming. If y'all saw the new video I posted. Sorry, quick food break. Finish this chicken, and I'll keep answering questions. If y'all have any more FragIQ questions, ask them now. This is the best time to ask me anything about FragIQ. You can think of anything that makes you curious. And another thing, would you guys want to see more streams like this, where I just talk about whatever y'all want to talk about? Mainly, obviously, FragIQ is going to be main topic of conversation for me, because it's what I'm building. But whatever, no, it doesn't have to just be, you know, I'm still talking to y'all about fragrances too. It's not only about FragIQ, of course. But, you know, just streams like this. Potentially, you know, streams dedicated to maybe like rankings. I don't know. I want to do more streams. I'm feeling like streaming is a little bit better. I feel like I can just be myself. When you're on video, you're kind of just like having to film and perform for the camera. Make sure I answer all these questions here. Should you get a second niche fragrance, your AF724? Yeah, I would say get a winter maybe. You don't necessarily need another niche, but you know. Some fragrance hot takes. Hot take here. The YSL line, every YSL is overrated, and they're not as good as people say they are. That's my hot take for the day. Doesn't mean I don't think they're, like, I don't hate YSL. I don't have anything against YSL. I don't think any of them are necessarily bad. But I don't think they're as good as people say they are. Meteor actually smell like a bar of soap? Yeah, low key it does. Yeah, like it smells like a bar of like Dove, honestly. Like kind of has like a, almost like cucumbery smell to it in a weird way. Not necessarily in the notes, but. I would say honestly, like if you have a lot of fragrances, just get 75 ml. But if you want to like really have a curated collection, go for like 125, just because you know you only have like 3 or 4. 1 spray or 30 sprays for all fragrances. Definitely not 1 spray. No one's gonna smell you if you only do 1 spray. 30 sprays, I would say maybe like 15 is a good like middle ground. Even that might be too much for certain scents. See. Prime, I got you. I'll get to that as soon as I can. Probably tomorrow. After the stream, I'm gonna go do some stuff. But yeah, I got you tomorrow. It's a good school fragrance. That'll get compliments under 100. Something not everyone would wear. That's a lot of specifications because I feel like a lot of the stuff that will get compliments is stuff that a lot of people already wear. What if you took Halas, ice, or just Halas, and you layered it with something a little bit sweeter? That could be gas. The girls would like that probably. Fresh, sweet combo. YSL Ice is like, it smells like designer Pacific Chill, just from the opening. I have Pacific Chill right here. I sprayed it earlier on stream. What I think of Ombre Nomad, it's not my favorite. I also don't think it's bad. I think it's a decent oud fragrance. I don't really have like, it's a very polarizing scent, but I'm one of the few people that are kind of in the middle about Ombre Nomad. Not necessarily something I would reach for, but it's also not necessarily something I would, you know, hate on. I would say Ice is, it's not a bad buy. That's like something I'd wear to the gym, for sure. No, I think Myself is really nice. It's just like, I'm just not really super into the YSLs. My favorite is YDP. But yeah. I know, that was my hot take, bro. That's a hot take. I know y'all are not gonna be happy with it, so that's why I was like, that's the one thing I can maybe say that's gonna ruffle some feathers. What's up, Dig? When is oh yeah, Prime, Prime, I might have to make you a mod, bro, for the next stream, because you're doing some overtime work right now. Yeah, that's when we're gonna be releasing. 1 second, I have to check on my surprise that I have for y'all. Well, it's for me, but y'all don't know what it is. I might have to pause the stream for a second here. Oops. I don't even know if I'm able to. All right, I'm back. Sorry, guys. Just had to. Y'all can hear me? If y'all can hear me and say in the chat you can hear me, I just want to confirm. Let me know. All right, cool. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I just need to answer a text. I need to start streaming with like a camera, like not my phone, because that's the one thing that really sucks about streaming with a phone, is I have to freaking do that. I have to end the stream to just text someone back. I'm trying to adjust this here. That's better. There you go. All right. What's a good school fragrance? Yeah, I don't know. Like a lot is good. One that comes to mind. Maybe like Sedley? Oh, that's good. That's a good school fragrance. Sedley's like more gym. I don't know. Hawas Ice, that's like the one fragrance I would recommend for school. Like Hawas Ice, YADP. Yeah, Hawas Ice might be the school fragrance, I'm not gonna lie. Like, stream is muted or no? Let me confirm here. Like, no, we're not muted, we're all good. Stream is muted or not? Yeah, we're all good right now. We're all good here. Oh shoot. I'm forgetting about my prize here. The award for winning the day is coming out here. I'm gonna have to move this to the side. Wait, y'all give me 1 second. Any more questions about FragIQ, drop them in the comments now, or the chat rather, while I do this. Anyone want pizza? That's what I've been talking about this whole time, about what I'm gonna reveal. Before the FragIQ Alpha comes out, we have pizza coming out. Nice. Yeah, Kai Cenat, bro, like, that's the kind of like style of streaming and stuff that he does that I think is so dope. Like, he basically just streams his life, and that's low-key what I'm doing right now. Like, obviously, like, you know, I don't really talk to myself. So this is technically not what I do in a day, but like, if I wasn't on stream right now, I would just be like on my computer, like reading comments or like coding or doing whatever and eating food. Obviously, this is an extended dinner. I probably would have already been done eating at this point, but this is the setup. This is what we're doing. We're chilling, talking FragIQ, talking fragrance. That's what we doing. Oh, when you said Archer collab, that reminds me. So, I don't know if you guys know about FragCon, which is coming up in 10 days. I will be there. I'm going to FragCon. If y'all know Jake Smells, I will be going to FragCon with him. And if y'all see me there, if y'all are going to FragCon, please feel free. I encourage you to come up to me and talk to me if you're at FragCon. That would be so awesome to actually meet some of y'all if you are there. If not, that's okay, but that would be dope. But yeah, I want to do like collaborations and stuff. You still can't hear me? Y'all can hear me, right? Yeah, kaisen at, bro, like, you still can't hear me? No, it's working. I think that's on y'all's end, if it's not. I don't have a pizza cutter, I don't think, so I might have to just like... Y'all are gonna think I'm a psychopath for this. I actually just moved, so I'm missing certain things. Let me go see if I actually do have one. I just did that for no reason. Yeah, we don't really have a pizza cutter here. So we're gonna have to make do with just tearing the pizza apart. Good pizza. Do I think Sedley's a good buy? I think you mean buy as in purchase. Where the best price is. I'm not saying this to be biased in any way, because like I said, FragIQ is gonna be neutral, but I feel like Aura has some of the best prices on PDM. I would go check out Aura. You probably thought I lived in New York City because I used to live there when I was younger. Not in the city, but in New York, and I would go to the city a lot. And I was just there, and I made content there. I made a couple of videos. Will there be a mobile app to FragIQ? So, this is a good question. In the beginning, FragIQ will be a website. It'll be on Safari. So like how you search up Joma Shop or Aura Fragrance or Macy's website or Saks Fifth Avenue's website, it'll be like that. But if FragIQ, succeed and people like it and you guys love it and a bunch of people start using it, and we feel like we've outgrown it just being a website, then we'll make it an app. That would be something I'd want to do. Yeah. Ultramil is a good buy. Clubbing scent. Dude, I swear all the fragrances that get me those compliments are the one I don't really like, ones I don't wear as often or like as much. like LeBeau, Flower, not Flower, sorry. LeBeau, um, Le Parfum. I don't even like it that much, but I've gotten so many compliments. Aura fragrance is legit. A lot of people are like think it's fake, but it's real as hell. For FragIQ, this is a good question. Well, I try to get PR for it, try to market it through other people and just my own channel. I would say eventually, yeah, like I would want to, obviously, want to expand marketing as much as you can down the line. But honestly, for now, I'm just thinking about organically, just not even like marketing. Like what I feel like what I'm doing is more of just like, I'm making content, but FragIQ naturally ties into the content I've been making recently, so it doesn't even feel like I'm like trying to like make ads or promote. Like I genuinely just enjoy what I'm making. And it's been great. Might be some Arvella collab though, because AP did reach out to me. We haven't been able to call yet, but he's a great guy. That would be pretty cool. Y'all know Arvella fragrance, I'm sure. Y'all know who AP is. You've been hyping me up on the Arvella Discord, bro. Appreciate it. What have you been saying? I didn't even know there was an Arvella Discord. Appreciate that support. Yeah, so Arvella himself actually did text me the other day. And I hope we can find a time to chat. I know that he's probably extremely busy. So, you know, whenever we can chat, whenever he's free. I might shoot him a text tomorrow potentially. Should make a Discord for FragIQ that replaces emails. That's a really good idea, actually. I like that idea a lot. That is something that I did briefly think about. I've just been so focused on actually building FragIQ. I haven't even thought about doing certain stuff like that. But yeah, I think that's gonna be on the list of next things that we're gonna do. I mean, if y'all join it, then hell yeah. I can answer questions through there. Yeah, Arvella, their prices are not as cheap. I don't like to say cheap. We don't say cheap. Affordable is the right way to put it. Cheap means it's low quality. Affordable means it's low, it's affordable. But I would say that Arvella, the consensus on Arvella, what I've seen based on, research for FragIQ research I've done in general is their prices aren't necessarily the lowest. Like places like Aura, they have crazy prices, but their shipping is very, very good. And that's still an important factor when it comes to buying fragrances. Certain situations, you might need your fragrance ASAP. It might be a gift, and you're like, I need this before this person's, their birthday. I need it in 2 days. That's the kind of order that you would maybe place. Thank you, Miles. I really appreciate that, brother. You have a good night as well. Or, yeah, you didn't say good night, but thank you. Thank you for, I will have a good rest of my dinner. This is good stuff. What fragrance makes me feel the most confident in myself? I would say, a good question. That changes all the time, but I would say Eros Flame recently. I really like Eros Flame a lot. Prime, appreciate it. I might have to mod. Might have to give Prime a mod. If anyone deserves mod, it would probably be Prime. This man was working overtime answering questions that I answered previously. For people that were in the chat or on the stream before, might have to be a mod. And I got you with the tester. If you emailed me, I'm gonna go check that out soon. Just which email did you send it to? I'll find it out, but. Any fragrances in Italy? They had some great ass Zerjoffs there. Opera, I finally was able to smell. That was gas. Cheesy. Include fragrance reviews or YouTube reviews for certain fragrances on FragIQ. That's a good idea. We could maybe do like, we could do like how, brands have like little videos of like guides on like where to buy fragrances from. Like we can do our little FragIQ videos. You can watch the video where I just break down what the prices are looking like right now, what I think about the scent. We could do that for sure. That's something I think about more down the line. Obviously, we still have like a lot of development to do. You had such a positive influence on my life and make me smile every day. Keep it up, bro. Sorry, guys. Y'all can hear me? All right, can y'all hear me? Sorry. I got a call. My brother called me. And it kind of messed up the stream. I'm streaming on my phone, so it kind of screws up if anyone calls me or anything like that. Sorry about that, guys. As you can tell, I'm still got the starter kit set up here. I'm using my phone camera to stream. I ain't got Kai Cenat money, at least not yet. Dig, you said, I don't know if Dig's still in here, but that's a great question. What stage in development are we at? Is this programming almost done? It's in testing stage. So like, testing can mean a lot of things. I would say testing as in like figuring out if people actually want FragIQ. We know that for sure. Currently, as I'm speaking to you guys on August 4th, 9:39 p.m. Eastern time, we have 2,374 founding members right now. So, no volume. Yeah, no, it's probably just no volume because you have to leave the stream and come back. Prime, tell them I'll tell them to leave stream. So, with FragIQ, testing now is like when the alpha comes out, that's the biggest test. In development, we're definitely still in early development, but what I want to say, Dig, and to all of you, but great question, Dig, is FragIQ we've had development breakthroughs. So whereas I thought, oh, this is gonna take like, a long time to develop, I found different ways for me to code it way faster. That's gonna make it be, whereas I thought it would just be like maybe a smaller, just a few fragrances, like testing things out. Now I feel like if you give me like 2 or 3 months, like by October, I can have like a legit product for y'all. Like not just like a test version, like something that is usable that you can actually like start to use to be like, oh, I want to buy Herba Gold. Oh, let me go check FragIQ. I want to buy Leighton. Let me go check FragIQ. I want to buy this, Ultra Mail. Pacific Chill, I mean, there's only going to be like, Louis Vuitton is like the only place you can buy it, but yeah. So, Replit was this is some insider information I'm giving out right here. Replit is what we were using, and we still are using Replit, but now that's just where it's hosted. Now we're using a bunch of other different stuff, mainly Claude. Claude is the GOAT. Sophie Snow. What I think of the AI script that she uses. I heard some stuff about that, and that she's using AI stuff. Listen, I'm gonna be open about it. I use AI. It's the new wave of technology. I don't like to over abuse it. Like, I don't make like, I use it for content, but like I don't want to like completely replace my content. Like, I'm not gonna do that. Like, what Kwebbelkop was doing. Only y'all know who Kwebbelkop was, or is. Like, his videos are just like all AI generated for a while. Like, I don't want to make content like that. That's just like full on AI, but I definitely use it to like help enhance my creativity. So like for what she does, if she scripts her stuff AI, like, I guess that's her thing. That's fine. I can't really hate. Game's game. Brother, get musk therapy first. Even though I love aphrodisiac, I love both, but if you're new to Initio, you'll probably like musk therapy first. If anyone calls me or anything. I would say, yeah, smell. You don't know which one to get. You smelled all of them. Smell them both side by side and then decide. Is my brother Preston a good person? Nah, I don't like that kid. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, of course yeah, it's my brother. It's my guy. He's a good person. He's my blood. He better be a good person. But yeah, of course. We'll have to get him back on the channel. Paradise Garden hate. It gets a lot of hate, but I think it's pretty good. I liked it more. Like, if you would have asked me like last year, I'd glaze it. I'm not super big about it anymore, but I can't get him on the live. He's not currently here right now. I'm alone right now. I'm currently living by myself. My roommates move in. It was supposed to be tonight, but they haven't moved in yet. It's a good lineup, Miles. Get a sweet scent, because that's a lot of fresher scents. Freshish. Yeah, brother. Of course. I want to answer as many questions as I can. For what you said about Archer, I mean, that makes sense. Probably would be the same if, like, you know, the more people in a stream, it's really difficult to respond to everybody, but we got a smaller stream tonight, and I honestly like smaller streams. I feel like they're less stressful. We probably could have had a little bit more people in here if I would have mass emailed right before the stream started, but I just want to start it and just roll with it because I'm figuring out the email system right now. But yeah. Herba Gold. You want 1,000 ml of secretion magnifique? Yeah. I would honestly, I would pay you not to get that. That's how bad that would be. I've sprayed the Diddy perfume as they like to call it. Yeah, late September, early October is where we're aiming for. I want to clarify this for you guys again. That's not 100% confirmed when we're gonna release. That's subject to change. That's why I'm not giving you guys an exact date. What's up, Crown? I don't want to give you guys an exact date because I don't want to give you guys expectations and then it doesn't happen. So I'm more confident in giving somewhat of a range of when it will come out instead of just saying, oh yeah, it's gonna come out that day. Because development, it gets shaky, guys. Like, stuff doesn't go as planned, life happens. But that's my goal, is to keep grinding and to keep doing my thing with FragIQ and hopefully get it out as soon as I can, you guys. Like I said before, if I can get FragIQ out in the end of this month, I would 100% want that. If development does go that fast. Do I think it'll go that fast? If I really want to build something that's quality and not buggy and crappy UI, probably won't be that quick. But we're gonna just do as best as we can. That's all we can do. One frag that everyone loves that I don't like. I feel like there's not really a fragrance everyone loves, but because like everyone doesn't like certain fragrances. That's a tough question. Out of these 4 fragrances here, I've been loving Leighton, just because like we're getting into like closer to the fall. I know I'm gonna start wearing this banger more, but Pacific Chill for summer. That's the shit right there. Intensely is gas too, yeah. Miles. The shout out right now, Crown. Shout out to Crown Fragrances. I don't really do like shout outs like just like on my channel, cause like I don't know, it just kind of feels forced. But, you know, I'll still shout out you right now on the stream. I'll say shout out. I just feel like if I do like a video that's literally just dedicated to me saying shout out to one person, it just feels like kind of too pushy. Like this is something that y'all find out more about me. Like I'm not really like another main reasons why I want to do FragIQ is I'm not really big on like doing like brand deals and like, you know, support, you know, stuff like that. Like, I'm just not big on like, you know, getting sent a fragrance and just like glazing it and they're like, oh, we're gonna pay you. Even if I do like the fragrance and I'm getting paid for it, like I want to, you know, I don't want to be like someone who just like works with the brands. I want to like build my own thing. And that's always something that I've wanted to do. Like, as long as I can remember, I wanted to build something big. And like being just like another creator who just like sits there and just is like, you know, says bye. I'm not, and this is not me saying like this is something bad to do. It's just not what I want to do. I don't want to just be like, you know, the guy or a guy that just supports the, you know, supports the brands. I want to be the brand, build the brand. So, you know, Ultramail is the best, buy Ultramail, and I agree with that. But I don't want to be the guy telling people to buy Ultramail. I want to be the guy that tells you where to buy Ultramail, if that makes sense. And that's what FragIQ is. If that makes sense. Scent Legacy. I don't know what Scent Legacy is. Have I tried Ocean Noir? If not, I should. We got 13 people in the chat right now, or on the stream. Hello, everybody. If you're just getting in the stream, if you've been here for a while, appreciate it. And let me know what you guys, if you guys have any questions regarding FragIQ. That's one of the biggest things the biggest thing that I have going on right now. Ask questions about FragIQ. I will answer them. If you have questions about fragrance recommendations, stuff like that, I will also answer those questions. We're probably gonna stay on here for another 10, we'll say another 30 minutes. I'll stay another 30 minutes, maybe like 10:30, because I'm chilling on here, having a good time. Appreciate that, Miles. Have a good rest of your night. I will keep grinding, and I really do hope one day to get to my true potential. And I know that the only way I can do that is if I just keep busting my ass every day. And that's exactly what I've been trying to do. I'm gonna go wash this off real quick. 1 second. I'm gonna adjust the camera a little bit. Just gotta throw this box out too. I wanna, since I'm a fragrance influencer and not a food reviewer, I'm gonna do, you know, this is the only thing I'll ever say, like, recommend to buy, that I can just say, bro, this kind of pizza right here, sorry, the box flipped. Buy this stuff. This is the kind of pizza, my favorite pizza. I've been eating this brand, Amy's, since I was like a little ass kid. That's my shit. So this stream's sponsored unofficially by Amy's Pizza. Man, this camera's pissing me off. I need to get it the right angle. There you go. There you go. That's better. And it's still not perfect. There you go. There you go. It's not that great, but I need to get like a better setup. Yeah, of course, Crown. I'm glad I could make your day better. And yeah, glad to make your day better, of course. Shout out to everyone, not just Crown. Of course, Crown. Shout out to Crown. Shout out to all of y'all for popping in the stream, chilling with me. It's much appreciated. I do fragrance giveaways. We actually just did one recently. I gave away a Torino 21 bottle to one of the founding members who took the survey or watched the demo video and took the survey. He received his bottle. He was very happy, very pleased. And we're planning on doing another giveaway once the alpha releases. That will be done soon. Good night, Prime. Appreciate your help tonight. Ultimate Boy, he's right. We do it for, big events. Not just like random. If I do just get like randomly sent like a crap ton of stuff, that's yet to happen to me. But if that does happen, sure. I'll do it. We'll see what happens. How many different sources / websites are you gonna have on FragIQ? Good question. So we're planning on having basically as many reputable, trusted places / sources in this case. Like, I like the way how you mentioned it as to be like a source. It's gonna be basically the entire buying landscape in one place. So discounters, luxury retailers, even from the buyer or the brand themselves. Like, for example, I'll use my test dummy fragrance here, the one that I've been using, Layton. PDM Layton can be bought many different places. You have discounters, Joma Shop, Fragrance Net, Aura, Arvella, whatever discounter you want to say. You have luxury retailers, Macy's, Saks Fifth Avenue, Dillard's, Nordstrom, Bloomingdale, all those luxury retailers. Then you even have PDM themselves, the official PDM website. Obviously, you can buy PDM. Basically, anywhere you can buy the fragrance online that's legit, not like some scam crap. And that's actually the video I'm gonna be posting tonight, later tonight, if I can get that edited and out, is about the hidden not underground, but it's like a hidden criminal world in the fragrance industry that's literally worth billions of dollars, which is the fake fragrance bottle industry. This is a real bottle, but they can make bottles that look exactly like this that are completely fake. That's $1 billion market that has been around and booming since the early 2010s. That's what we're gonna talk about tonight in the video. That's actually interesting. So basically, FragIQ is trying to completely destroy that even being a thing. Fakes, no. Scams, that's basically, that's what we're anti. I'm sorry about your grandma, Miles. I know how that feels, man, to lose a grandparent. My grandpa passed away a couple years, well, no, about a year and a half. It's gonna be a couple years in December, but it's hard, but know that they loved you so much and they're in a better place. That's how I like to think of it. Sorry that happened, man. Wishing you the best. I'm glad that I can make your day better. That's not even a bad take. Carlisle is pretty nice. It's not my favorite, but whatnot. Yeah, that's like the thing too. This is an unanswered question about FragIQ. Are we gonna put on like eBay listings and whatnot and Facebook Marketplace? Like, is that gonna be on there? Probably not, but like, I mean, we can consider it, but when you really think about it, we need to 100% be confident about anything that has FragIQ lists. If we think that this might be a scam, even a small chance of it being, being fake, being a scam, FragIQ cannot list it because that instantly breaks what we're trying to do. So that's honestly, that's a good point about whatnot, Josh. What do I think about Dior Tobacolor? I don't think I've smelled that. Is that a Dior private line? All right, guys. So it's 10:01. I'm gonna be on here for 30 more minutes. We got 4 people in here right now. I'm gonna actually send out some emails, and I have not smelled that fragrance, guys, CA, but it sounds good. I need to smell more private lines. They're just hard to find. So what I was saying is, it's 10 p.m. We're gonna stay on for 30 more minutes, and I want to take this last 30 minutes. Not saying that I don't want you guys asking certain questions, but we answered a lot of questions regarding a lot of different stuff. But now I want to take this last 30 minutes for me to. I'm only gonna answer questions about FragIQ, and I encourage you guys to ask mostly FragIQ questions, because that was the main point of me doing the stream. Is I want to give you guys the opportunity to ask as whatever you want about what I'm building, because it's so much better for me to, I feel like being able to talk to y'all the founding members, people that are gonna help shape what we're doing, basically like a hand in building it. Even though you guys aren't directly coding it, you're still part of the process. I want y'all to ask as many questions about that as possible. So let's see here. If I ignore a question that's about fragrance recommendations, stuff like that, it's not because I'm trying to be, a dick. I want to really dedicate this time for FragIQ. And if y'all run out of questions, that's fine. I can just start talking about FragIQ. What about creators that decant also sell full bottles? Will they be posted on FragIQ? That's a good question. When it comes to decants, we're not going to incorporate decants, at least not now. That's maybe something we can consider later on. But with FragIQ, we want to focus on mainly just bottles. So whether it be, full-size bottles like this Herba Gold here, or smaller 2.5 ounce bottle like this Leighton here. This is a full-size JPG. That's what we're going to focus on with FragIQ first, is the bottles. Everything else comes later. We need to just prove the core concept of FragIQ. And what do most people buy online? I would say most people buy bottles. I mean, people do buy a lot of samples and decants, but the bottles where usually people go to make the big decision. So that's what we're going to focus on first. But it's still something we will consider in the future. You've been enjoying the skits and shorts we've been posting about FragIQ. I really appreciate that, man. And yeah, I plan on making a lot more of those. They've done very well, and I'm really happy with how they've done. I just feel like one thing I want to do is mix it up a little bit. Not that I'm going to stop making them, but I just want to, we've been making a lot of ones about retailers, but I feel like there's a lot more we can do with it. It could be skits about not just the fragrance retailers, but skits about maybe like fragrances arguing with each other instead of it just being retailers arguing with each other, or maybe brands arguing with stuff like that would be great. Yeah, I've been really liking making that kind of content. And I hope you guys have been enjoying the more like educational like content I've been making too, like the, where I explain the industry a little bit. Like the one video I made where I was talking about how the industry is like, there's a mastermind. That was obviously like, there isn't really one mastermind to the fragrance industry, but like there is people that have a lot of power within the industry, that have a lot of influence, and businesses that have a lot of influence. FragIQ could be a great place for discussing fragrances. That's another thing. So I want to actually, I'm kind of just running this by y'all. right now. What would y'all think of not only like it being somewhere like you can like see stuff about fragrances, maybe talk about fragrances. What if like you could leave reviews on fragrance listings, not just the fragrance itself? So for example, if someone buys Leighton off of Joma Shop, they can leave a review and a bunch of people can leave reviews on Joma Shop's listing, that listing itself, right? That would be pretty cool. So it's like you go on FragIQ and you're like, all right, I want to see like, what listing? Yes, yeah, okay, that's good. That's good positivity there. You go on FragIQ and you're like, I want to buy Leighton I want to buy Leighton today, and you can literally see reviews on like reputation. That'll affect trust score further, right? So if Leighton on Joma Shop has a lot of bad reviews, that might affect its trust a little bit. People are like, oh, my bottle took forever to ship, or like it was damaged. That trust score is gonna be affected a little bit. Something like that I think would be pretty dope. So it's not just like, oh, Leighton reviews. It's Leighton on Joma Shop reviews, Leighton on Fragrance Net reviews, Leighton at Saks Fifth Avenue reviews, Leighton, that kind of stuff. Like a review would be like if someone reviewed like Leighton on Saks Fifth Avenue's Leighton, you could see the reviews. Like, shit was hella overpriced, not gonna lie, but it came pretty quickly and it was a nice full retail presentation. If you have the money, you can buy from here, but if you want to save some money, I wouldn't recommend it. 4 stars. Something like that would be pretty cool. I don't know, just a thought. And yeah, LH, that's what we're gonna do. Like a trust score. We can have AI analyze what you buy and what you're looking into and give you recommendations. Yeah, that's another thing that a lot of people were requesting is like some sort of like an AI agent that you can talk to. I feel like a lot of sites have that now. Like I feel like most discounters have like agents you can talk to. So yeah, that's definitely something that we can definitely do. Don't mess these bottles up here. Any more questions, recommendations, thoughts? It doesn't have to be a question either about FragIQ. Y'all can just give recommendations like that. I wish this camera was not as jacked up. Can only have like AI analyze what you buy and what you're looking to and give you recommendations. That's pretty, yeah, that could be pretty sick, honestly. Like an AI that's like basically your personal fragrance guide. Like he tells you, he sees, your purchase history and he kind of is able to guide you certain ways, give you curated recommendations on where to buy, maybe even certain listings. He'll be like, you seem to really want to buy certain like cheaper scents, or oh, you seem to want fast shipping, and you seem to like these kind of fragrances, so how about you go buy blank from, blank. Something like that would be pretty cool. I will answer that question because that's actually relevant to FragIQ. Not that Maldives has anything to do with FragIQ, but trust. And a lot of people don't trust certain creators that do events. My whole thing is like I don't really like to get involved in drama and stuff like that. So like I don't, not necessarily that I don't have an opinion on it. I do think the one thing that happened with there was something that happened. I don't know if that was related to Maldives, but a lot of creators, smaller creators, didn't get. Y'all, let me know in the chat if you heard about this. They promoted, I think it was the Maldives brand or something like that. Like I don't know, one of these dupe brands. They promoted the heck out of it, and then they ended up getting absolutely nothing for all their hard work of promoting it. and one creator got all the money. I think that's pretty messed up. As regarding like, the Maldives and going on the trip and stuff like that, I can't really like I really don't have much of an opinion on it. I think that it's good that they get that opportunity and stuff. I'm sure the brand loves it. But I also understand why people can say like those are sellouts as well. I understand both sides. If the person's completely lying about the fragrance and saying, "Oh, I love it," just because they went on the trip, I could see how that's pretty, distrusting, because that means that they're just, they're lying because like the brand is kind of pressuring them. And a lot of times, guys, the brands will pressure people to have certain opinions. Like they have high pressure tactics that they use. So like, don't necessarily get super upset at certain creators. FragIQ, the goal is for it to do every fragrance possible. That is the goal. That would be something. If we could get like literally every fragrance on FragIQ, man. Like anything you think of, most that you can think of, that would be sick. That's a good idea. Giveaways, users can add to a website and others could enter. So like if it can just be anyone, it's not creators, like let's just say like someone in this chat right now is like, I want to give away this bottle on FragIQ. They have like a section that's like giveaway runnings, and it's just like you sign up and you can, enter. Like that would be pretty cool. I'm honestly open to all ideas. Of course, like it's, you don't want to like do everything all at once, so you have to take time and stuff, but like hearing recommendations, it just helps me sharpen my vision, and it's nice to hear what you guys are thinking. Another video related to FragIQ where we do the best deals on fragrances, the PDM winter fragrances. Yeah, I would definitely do more videos like that. That video didn't perform as well as I would have hoped for, so that's why I haven't done one recently. I've been focusing on ones I think could get more people's eyes on what I'm doing. But yeah, I think that could be pretty cool. Something that like kind of has a balance between I'm gonna help you guys, but also giving you value as in like entertainment purposes. I do skits and stuff like that. That helps you guys because it makes you laugh, you enjoy the content. It doesn't just feel like an ad. And then same thing with something like that. That value is more of like I'm actually helping you guys find deals on fragrances that you may buy. Let's see here. Is there a fragrance that smells like Preston's sweat? I'd hope not, because that kid can stink sometimes if he's after practice or whatever. Maybe like, all right, like Secretions Magnifique, or yeah, like Secretions Magnifique. That'd be my like, if there was a fragrance that smells like his sweat, it would be that. It just smells like Diddy. That's an exception, that question. I know I'm only answering questions about FragIQ right now, but that was like, kind of ultra unique question. AI based For You page, almost like a separate page that AI could build a profile for you showing your preferred taste and what you're interested in based on what you purchased. Sorry, I'm laughing at this thing on my YouTube. I need to like stop using like watching Scarface stuff, because I'm getting like so much Scarface now on my YouTube feed. It's all Scarface. But to answer your recommendation, I think that like AI, as an AI, like there's a lot of AI we can incorporate with FragIQ. There's AI recommendations on like where to buy your fragrances, what to buy, because there's a big difference between where to buy and what to buy, if that makes sense. What to buy is as in like, oh, what fragrance should I buy? Like, I don't know. Like, do I like Herbagold? Do I like Layton? Once you made that decision, you know what you want to buy. If you're like, I want to buy Herbagold, where do I buy Herbagold? There's a big distinction there. So AI agents or AI helpers that can help with those decisions, along as like a supporting cast, along with FragIQ, just being the software itself, doesn't hurt at all. Add promo codes. Someone suggested show bundle deals from retailers. Definitely something that I'm considering and gonna add. Anything that can help y'all make better purchase decisions is gonna be on FragIQ, whether it be promo codes, coupons, stuff like that. What is FragIQ? FragIQ is what I'm currently building. The essential mission is that we're trying to make fragrance shopping easier, faster, more confident for all of you guys. And we're trying to become the #1 trusted place to buy fragrances online. And early access on, all right, this is gonna sound like I'm plugging, but I'm just gonna say it just because he said what's FragIQ. Go to FragIQ, earlyaccess.com, type it in chat right now, and become a founding member today if you haven't, because you will be the first people to use FragIQ. It's not gonna be released to the public right away. It's only gonna be released to founding members. And if you're signed up and you're a founding member today, you're gonna get to use it first before anyone else. What's my favorite fragrance influencer? I know I said I'm not answering FragIQ, or I'm only answering FragIQ questions. I encourage you to only ask FragIQ questions at this point, but if y'all want to ask questions like that, that's chill. We'll go back into answering all questions mode, but I encourage you to mostly ask questions about FragIQ. My favorite fragrance influencer, that's honestly a really good question, because like there's so many that I really enjoy their content. How about I give a top 5? This is Geraldo's top 5 fragrance influencers. Off the top of my head, obviously I might be like forgetting certain people. This is in no particular order too. The one fragrance influencer that really inspired me to get started with making content is Finn, FB, Fragrances. I feel like when I watch him, like I can really relate to him because he's a younger guy. Youthful energy. Like you can really like relate to someone like that, a guy like that. He just didn't really, chill dude. You can just tell that he's genuine on camera. Like someone like that, I resonated with. Like this is like before I made content. This is when I was just a kid who liked fragrances and didn't even like make content. I would watch his content and I would eat that shit up, like watching all the reviews and stuff. So he's definitely on the list. Of course, I gotta go with my boy, Jake Smells. If y'all don't know Jake, excellent creator, great content, well thought out content, versatile content, great dude. I'm actually gonna be at FragCon with him. So if y'all see me there and him, and you're there, go up to us, talk to us. I would love to meet y'all. FragCon, I'm gonna put this in chat now. FragCon is in Houston, Texas. If you're not there, that's okay, but if you are there, definitely come find me and we'll talk. You don't need any requirements to sign up and become a founding member, no. You can just become a founding member, yep. Appreciate that Panthers guy for doing the, you're like doing mod, but you're not actually a mod. I'm starting to see who I might make mods. We got Prime and Panthers guy, the mods, because they're doing some service right now. I really appreciate that, man. Not really, bro. I wouldn't say I'm a celebrity. Definitely not like, maybe in the fragrance space I'm like known. People know who I am. Definitely not a celebrity though. I don't really know if anyone's gonna like know me when I'm there. Like, well, I'm sure creators may, but like I'm saying, like I don't know if there's gonna be like, I mean, we'll see. I don't know if like I'm gonna have people coming up to me and be like, bro, that's Geraldo. I can't even like imagine that, honestly. Like y'all might see me as someone who's like super known and famous and stuff, but like I really am just a dude, honestly, that just loves fragrances and wants to build something. Mod is, yeah, what DMV said. It's just basically someone who helps out in the chat and like answers questions that have maybe already been answered previously, that kind of thing. I noticed that because I was like thinking in my head like Panthers guy. Wait, I swear his name was Ultimate Boy. Like, it's all good. I kind of like I could tell that it was still you, but yeah, Panthers guy. I'm gonna start calling you Panthers now. An AI overview button that takes you to a separate page, and whatever fragrance you look up, it should automatically teleport you to, and it gives you a list of all the fragrances. Yeah, that would be very efficient. Something that just, anything that's gonna make FragIQ like efficient and so much more easy to use, I'm considering. Anything that's gonna make it so y'all trust FragIQ more, I'm considering. Everything is considered. All of your guys' suggestions, all the survey feedback that y'all put, if you guys did the surveys, whatever comments you leave, feel free to just, we're throwing shit at the wall here. You know, it's like you throw spaghetti at the wall, see what sticks. If it sticks, we're gonna go with it. We're trying to build something that the community wants, not just something that I want or something that one guy wants. This is a community project here. Strong with you powerfully for school. Since we're getting to the end here, I'm just gonna answer whatever. I think that would be pretty good for school. I like cherry known powerfully. It's good stuff. Why does Layton smell like bug spray when first sprayed? Let's see. Strong. I get more of like a Vicks, but Vicks does kind of smell like bug spray too, so I get that. When Layton smooths out, man, it's some of the best stuff ever. After like an hour, that's the shit. Wish list. Others can buy off your wish list and it goes to you. Could be interesting. Your wish list in general too. Best Valentino in my opinion. Coral Fantasy probably, yeah. I did wear my scent of the day today. Actually, I'm gonna ask this right now. This is a good question to maybe end the stream off with. What was your scent of the day? We're gonna end in here in like about 5 minutes, 6 minutes at 10:30 Eastern time. So 6 minutes. My question is, what's y'all's scent of the day today? My scent of the day was Born in Roma Eau de Toilette. That was my scent of the day. Mine was Born in Roma EDT. Yeah, that's good stuff. I woke up and I just was like, I need something fresh just to get through the day. Because I wasn't really gonna be going out or anything. So I was like, I just need something that's gonna help me perform. Jean-Law Azor. It's not bad though. Le Beau Parfum. Not my favorite, but yeah, it's still solid. I honestly, Le Beau Parfum is one of the fragrances that when I smell it on myself, I'm like, it's not really that good. But when I smell it on other people, I'm like, bro, that smells so good. Why it doesn't smell like that on me? Sedley, good stuff. My God, this Scarface all over my feed. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Scarface videos out of like 11 things here on my recommendation on my YouTube. Because like when I'm on here, I'll show you guys if I can. My screen, I'm seeing my YouTube, like the stream, and then the chat is, the stream's here, the chat's here, and then I'm seeing recommendations. I'm just like, damn, son. Aquatica Rayhan, banger scent right there. Lamel EDT, good scent. Powerfully, that's good stuff. Yeah, that'll be nice. You're gonna smell unique at school. I'm sure not a lot of people are wearing stuff like that at school. That's a fire signature, brother. I haven't smelled it, but if you said it's good and you're buying it and it's from the private line of Dior, I'm sure it's good. I would like to smell it. Since we're getting towards the end of the stream, I just want to say thank you guys to all of you in the stream, anyone that was in the stream, but obviously, you know, whoever's in the stream right now. Thank you for joining. Thank you for following the journey with FragIQ. I know that it is kind of, you know, whiplash for, you know, how the content has changed a lot, how I stopped really making just normal fragrance content, not just reviewing, be like, favorite summer scents, herbal gold, you know, like the normal kind of content. I wanted something, I've been craving something different. I wanted to go a different direction with withdraw those scents with my life. It's not even just the content, it's just my life, honestly. And what gets me going every day and what excites me is building something big. And that's what I want to do with FragIQ and making this kind of content. It's just, you know, it's what I enjoy. And I want to keep doing what I enjoy, and I really appreciate that y'all support me in whatever I do, because it means that y'all came here for the fragrance content, but now you're staying because you actually fuck with me, and that's something that I really do appreciate. Yes, sir. Fragrance CA. That is the goal. I want to do more stuff like this. Have a great one, man. DMB. Have a great night. I really appreciate you. I appreciate all of you guys. We got 2 minutes here, and I'm gonna end it. End the stream. Clean up this dinner bowl right here. Thanks, bro. Thanks, Reed. Appreciate that. We're gonna keep grinding. We're gonna get y'all a good product, a good website. Y'all are never gonna have to worry about buying fragrances again. You're just gonna know, come to FragIQ and you can get your fragrance and you can see everything. You don't have to ask me anymore or any creator, oh, what's the cheapest price on Layton or Ultramail? Just go to fucking FragIQ and you'll see it. That's the goal. And that's not the only thing that matters too. I want my fragrance fast, go to FragIQ. And you can see what's gonna ship, you know, estimated shipping, fastest. Estimated shipping. Of course, thank you, Panthers guy, Ultimate Boy. You're Panthers guy now, sorry. Appreciate that, brother. Hell yeah, bro. Thanks for joining. Welcome to the founding member community, my friend. Future of the fragrance industry is in my hands. It's an honor for it to be in my hands. I want to make sure I do everything in my power to completely change this industry in a positive way. Thank you, man. I'm really excited. I'm just as excited as y'all for you to try it out as y'all are excited to try out FragIQ. Like I can't wait to build this thing and then have y'all try it out. It's 10:30 now, so we are gonna probably log off here soon. I'll give another, since we still have 6 people in here, I'm gonna give it another 5-10 minutes. I know that I said I was gonna end it, but we still have some people in here. We have 7 people in here now. Yo, what's up, 60? This was one of the OGs right here, W2. I know that you changed your name now, but bro, he's been here from the beginning. I remember the other day, he commented saying that he said congrats on 2K subs, and now I'm at 22K, bro. He's been here since day one. Actually, like that comment just made me think like, damn, we have come a long way in like such a short time. It's insane. This is like one of the first lives that I've done like in this sort of style where I'm not doing like a dedicated live where I'm like sitting down and just talking about, like I'm just chilling. Like you just got here. I just ate dinner like on stream. Like I ate pizza, I ate dinner on stream. Like I've been chilling. Like I'm literally just living life, but like y'all are watching me like live life. I just set this up like this just to give it a nice streaming vibe, but yeah, we just out here. No worry, Panthers. Yeah, I'm Lucas, Geraldo, whatever y'all want to call me. Call me Geraldo Sense, call me Geraldo, call me Lucas, call me Luke, call me FragIQ Man, whatever y'all want to call me is chill. Just don't call me slurs. But y'all can call me whatever you want. Don't call anyone slurs. It's not nice. Hell yeah. Welcome to the founding member community, my friend. This has been a killer stream, guys. Really appreciate y'all for popping in here. I want to do more stuff like this. Like, honestly, if y'all would be down for, like, maybe I can do streams where I just, like, go out to, like, fragrance stores and stuff. That'd be pretty cool. And I just, like, smell stuff. Thinking about starting a fragrance channel. Honestly, man, like, there's no, like, secret to starting a channel. You just have to start one and just have fun and make content that you genuinely enjoy and that, like, fits you and, like, what brand you're trying to build. Not brand as in, like, oh, I'm trying to build, like, what I'm doing is brand as in, like, I'm trying to build a business. I have, like, you know, my Geraldo Sense brand, the kind of content style I make. But like you want to make content that you genuinely enjoy. And that's the one thing is like people start making fragrance content and they burn out so fast because they don't even enjoy the content that they make. They're just doing it because they want to get views. If you start posting fragrance content, bro, I will check it out 100%. I want to watch videos that you are genuinely excited to make and you're enjoying making. Because I'll be able to tell 100% if you're really loving what you're doing. I can tell if someone is making content that they aren't really enjoying. Because I've seen in some of my videos before. Maybe y'all haven't been able to tell, but there's been stretches, and this happens to every content creator, where you make content and you're not really enjoying it because you're just going through the motions. And that's something that you need to adjust with really fast, because that's when burnout happens. That's when people quit. And I've seen a lot of people quit over the last year and a half. So. All right, we got some real world advice here. Any advice? You're going in your final year of middle school. Should I be worried about high school? I would say no. You shouldn't be worried about high school. High school is honestly like, I didn't like high school. I'm gonna just say, I don't mean to like, give you a bad impression of what high school would be like. I didn't really like high school, honestly. I don't like school in general. Obviously, like, it's good to get an education. I'm not saying don't get an education, but I never really was like someone who really loved school. I love being creative, and I felt like school is something that just like puts you in a box and it makes you feel like you can't do too much. But high school is a great opportunity to kind of just like find who you are as a person and like learn more about life. So definitely like my tip for you for high school would be just have fun and enjoy your youth. You're only young once, and don't stress out too much about grades and stuff. Don't freaking slack off, but like, don't listen to people who tell you that grades are all that matter, because they aren't. If I'm able to do what I'm doing now, build this platform, getting good grades in high school, it doesn't get me 22,000 subscribers. It doesn't. Getting good grades doesn't get you, building a platform like this. Like that's just not, there's no correlation there. So don't ever think that grades are a reflection on your worth as a person. You can get terrible grades and you can go on to be extremely successful. So Can't show your face, that's the problem. Yeah, that can be a problem because like when it comes to content creation, you want to show your face because the audience really wants to connect with the person behind the camera. But that is understandable. Not everyone's like, keen to showing their face or is able to show their face, especially if like you're younger and like your parents don't really want you doing that kind of stuff. I've been there. I wasn't really able to like do too much social media like when I was super young, and I didn't show my face when I started content creation like way back, like when I was like really young. So, but if you do want to just start something without your face, you can do your voice and make content that's like faceless but with your voice. That would be pretty cool. Like you can do ranking videos and stuff. You don't have a job, very few jobs hire high schoolers in the area. Then without money, no fragrances. Yeah, that can suck. Um, but honestly, you could try to find work too, maybe. Like, that's one thing that a lot of kids might. I didn't do this, I'll admit that, but a lot of kids back in the day, they would just find ways to make money, like mowing the lawns and stuff like that. Shoveling snow, winter's coming. As an incoming 8th grader, I feel like this is the year I start building study habits and lock in for high school. Yeah, man. Definitely study, get good grades. I'm not encouraging to like slack off and get bad grades. I'm just saying like never let grades be a reflection of make you feel like, oh, like I'm dumb because I got a bad grade. That's not that doesn't correlate. It doesn't make any sense. You're never a reflection of your grades, just like you're never a reflection of the example here with me, the views that I get on my content. And that's something that I've had to learn. If I have a video that gets poor views, busted my ass, and this happened so many times. I busted my ass and edited a video like 3-4 hours straight, posted it, and it gets like no views. It's happened so many times to me. But that doesn't mean that I'm a shitty content creator and that I should quit. I mean, maybe some people think that, but I don't think that when that happens. I think, oh, okay, it happens, but it was a good video and I learned something from it. And some people will enjoy it. So even if it's only a small fraction of people, they'll still watch it and they'll enjoy it. So I'm still making an impact, even if it's smaller. And you keep doing that, and eventually you're gonna get stuff that does well. It's only a matter of time. Yeah, you're good to ask some questions about the stream. I am going to be ending the stream soon, probably like in 5 minutes or so, probably 10:45. So ask away right now. This is going to be the last 7 minutes here for y'all. I'm going to end at 10:45. Yeah, bro, DMB, I'm glad that I could help you out, man. And I really appreciate you sticking with me for this long. All of y'all. I know a lot of you guys in here, like you've been here since the beginning, like when I first started out, and like I was just, basically like a kid. Like I just was making this stuff for fun. Back in the days where I was making the videos with the, girlfriend selling rates my cologne, stuff like that. Back when I was doing, even we all remember fragrance into food. I all remember when I would just make like ranking videos or like hot take videos, all that stuff. Like, it's just crazy how far we've come. Now we're trying to build basically build a business, and it's going very well so far. I'm very excited. Yeah, y'all ask some questions I want. And I will say that a lot of people are asking for Girlfriend Silent Rates My Colognes to come back, and that won't be coming back because we're no longer together. And I want to say that now, not to be like, to be a buzzkill or anything, but relationships do end, unfortunately. And in that case, that ended. But it definitely has opened new doors for me now that I'm just alone all the most of the time, single. Not that I have friends, obviously. I'm not like alone all the time, but like a relationship takes a lot of time to effort, commitment, stuff like that. So now I can focus all of my energy into what I'm doing, into y'all, into content, into FragIQ. This is more, it was my life, but like now, like this is like my main focus is FragIQ and y'all and content. Byredo, bro, I haven't smelled any of any of their Byredos. Like I have not smelled any of them. What's the most important question? If Jesus were to wear a fragrance, what would he pick? I've seen that question asked before. Like someone said that like he did have a fragrance. I don't know what it was. Yeah, bro. CA, even if you haven't been here since the beginning, like really appreciate that you're here. Anyone, if you've been here since the beginning or you just joined us, I appreciate you. Yeah, so relationship ends. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. But I want to let y'all know I'm good. Like I know like breakups can affect people really hard and they can become depressed and stuff and like, but I'm in a pretty good place right now, honestly. Like I'm very happy. I've been very focused on building the life that I want, whether that be my physique. I'm trying to get jacked. I already feel like my physique's gone way better. I've lost a lot of weight. I've put on muscle, building the business. Building something that's going to impact the world. Content becoming more and more of just prominent in my life. I've been pretty happy from where I'm at. And the right person will find me, I know that. But for now, I'm happy being single. Being single is actually pretty chill. I don't mind it. You get to focus. Dolce Gabbana, King of Kings. That's a good one. Amen. Best everyday scent for under 250. All right, last question I'm gonna ask here. Last question I'm gonna answer here. Best scent, everyday scent for under 250 is Percival, maybe. I don't know. That question would be answered better, but I'm starting to get tired, and we got 2 minutes left here in the stream. So I'm gonna answer the last few questions, and I'm gonna wash these dishes, and I'm gonna probably go to bed. Because if y'all couldn't tell, I'm tired. I keep saying I'm gonna ask questions. Y'all are asking questions. Have a great night, DMB. Really appreciate it. We're gonna keep grinding. You have a great evening, man. I'm gonna send hearts in the chat. Where should you buy vibrato from? I don't know exactly. This was like another question we were getting a lot is people are asking, oh, where should I buy this? Where should I buy that? And that's literally why I'm trying to do FragIQ. Like that question will be answered in like 3 months with FragIQ when you ask me where should I buy vibrato from. I really hope to put vibrato on, like I'm trying to get as many fragrances on there as possible. We'll see how many we can get on there. Have a good night, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, the next upload is coming. I'm gonna try to get that out tonight. I want to go to bed, but I also should probably edit that video, so I might push through tiredness here to. Damn, yeah, we've been live for how long have we been live for? For 2 hours now. 2 hours and 6 minutes. W. Yeah, have a good one, CA. I'll definitely do another stream soon, bro. Yeah, good night, Panthers guy. Have a good one. Yeah, get some sleep. Everyone needs to get some sleep. I need to get some fucking sleep. But yeah, I appreciate you popping in. Oh, you're in LA. That's pretty dope for you to pop in. The next stream, probably gonna, I want to start doing this more often. If I can do this like maybe next week, whenever we can, I'll do it. I'm gonna start making this more of a regular thing because I really did enjoy this. All right, it's 45. I'm gonna be ending the stream now officially, guys. So everyone have a good night. Appreciate the chat with all of you answering questions. Let me know in the next video I post, let me know what kind of content y'all want to see from me coming up, like in the direction I'm going in with FragIQ kind of style content, content about the fragrance industry, content about the landscape that is fragrances in general, skits, educational videos. What more do you want to learn? That's what I'm going to end the stream with. Please let me know what y'all want to see more of. Have a good night. Good night, 60 Volt. Good night, Miles. Good night, everybody. Everyone that was in the stream, good night. Appreciate you guys popping in. And I will see y'all on your feed next time I post. So have a good night.